Bishop State presents fifth quarter. Here's Simone Eli and Gerhard Mathangani.
Well, we are officially a month into the high school football season, and region play continues as teams look to take control of their own destiny. Several programs along the Gulf Coast ranked in the top 10 this week. Welcome into fifth quarter. I'm Simone Eli alongside Gerhard Mathangani, and we have done the unthinkable tonight, Gerhard. 17 games of highlights tonight. Our team has been unbelievable this evening.
They've been unbelievable all week long, knowing the challenge that this week presented with all those big region games, and they answered the bell.
They totally knocked it out of the park. We're excited to bring you the best coverage along the Gulf Coast, and it begins with our game of the week, a huge 6A Region 1 battle.
That's where I was at the Hill at Spanish Fort, hosting top-ranked Saraland. The Spartans have won 2 straight in this series. Meanwhile, Spanish Fort looking to put it into the streak. Great play, first play of the game. KJ Lacey to Ryan Williams for the first down. 3 plays later, these two hook it back up. This is Texas commit to Bama commit. 31 yards, first points of the game on the board for the Spartans, an early 7-0 lead. However, the Toros looking to get it going defensively. Head coach Chase Smith really urging his guys to try to get it going, but congratulations to the Saraland defense. A little bit overlooked because of all that high power on offense. They really stepped up today. And how about the special teams? The offense makes a big play. The defense makes a big play. And then the special teams does too.
All 3 phases.
You got to win all 3 to win the game. Early 14-0 lead for Saraland. A little bit later, this is McWilliams into the end zone for the touchdown. Sante McWilliams, a 19-yard carry, a 3-touchdown lead. Another block punt, another return for 6. Wow. Jameson Curtis this time, 28-0 in the second quarter. And Saraland, they keep taking all the shots, but they continue to answer the bell every time. 49-7, your final score.
Reigning champs looking good. All right, to 7A now, a huge matchup as Fairhope hosts MGM, the 4th-ranked Vikings, one of the hottest teams in the state right now. Pirates threatening in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Preston Godfrey. He bounces it to the outside, finds pay dirt to make it 7-0. Fairhope on top at home. It's highlighter night, Gerhard, out in the student section.
I love
there for the Pirates. A low-scoring affair early this game for MGM and South Alabama quarterback commit Jared Holland. Check this out. A few drives later, Vikings respond. Backup quarterback Shondell Harris on the keeper. A race to the pylon. He's in for the game-tying touchdown. 7-all. MGM offense would get it going in the second half. A big one for the Vikings as they win it 24-10 to take control of the region.
They continue to roll. Meanwhile, over the Gulf Shores, a top 10 battle between 4th-ranked Dolphins and 6th-ranked UMS Wright. Terry Curtis and crew looking for another region title. Coach Mark Hutchsmith has pieced together another impressive team. Gulf Shores on the move early, already up 3-0. Judson Harris, deep pass, beautiful one to Braden Jackson down inside the 10-yard line. However, Gulf Shores looking to tack on another field goal, but a great special teams play. It's been kind of the theme so far early on, Simone. Luke Lambert this time on the block. No points on this drive. However, about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. This pass by UMS Wright quarterback Joe Lott intercepted by Ronnie Royal. And watch all the defensive guys turn into offensive guys.
Wow.
And they're blocking for Ronnie Royal down the stretch. And this not only is a pick, this is a pick 6 as the boys in all black up 17-0 over UMS Wright. Gulf Shores continues to roll. They get the shutout, 17-0 the final.
What a play there by the Dolphins. All right, staying in Baldwin County, fully welcoming in Vigor. Lots of star power, SEC talent on the field, including a couple of Auburn commits in Lions wide receiver Kerry Thompson and Hornets Bryce Kane. Vigor up 7-0, not for long. Foley's Colton Nero with a huge answer here. 54 yards all the way to the house for the Lions. That would tie the game at 7-7, and Nero just getting started. Still in the first half, Colton Nero on the ground, up the sideline he goes all the way to pay dirt.
Wow.
This dude is unstoppable. Foley takes a 14-7 lead. The Hornets would get an answer, though, in Mississippi State commit Josh Flowers. You've seen him do it here at the goal line. Over the top he goes on the keeper, ties the game at 14, but Foley strikes back. Nelson Thompson to Perry Thompson, the Auburn commit. Over the top, he loses his helmet, but he's in for the touchdown. It's 21-14. Colton Nero would score a 3rd first-half touchdown, guys. A ton of points on the board, and here is your final. Baker comes back to win it. 51-44. What a score and what a game over in Foley.
Absolutely. You got your money's worth there for sure. Next up, let's go over to BC Range. The Red Raiders looking to defend that new home turf. Going up against Faith Academy tonight. Red Raiders strike first. Amari Yelding pass, drops it beautifully to Antonio Williams. Looks like he's in, but he's marked out at the 1-yard line. A couple plays later, running back Bryce Dowland punches it in. Nice draw first blood with an early 7-0 lead. However, Faith Academy really strong. A good running game behind Terrell Dotson. Takes the handoff around the end, turns on the Jets. He's gone. 7-7 is your score after the touchdown here. Faith led it 32-19 in the fourth quarter, and here's your final. That's how it ends. 32-19 the final as the Rams get the W.
Big one for Faith. All right, Daphne visiting Davidson tonight. A big region battle in 7A that will surely have a playoff impact down the road. First quarter action. The handoff is going to go to Nick Clark, the big back for the Daphne Trojans. He's in up the gut. The Trojans take a 7-0 lead. Later in the second quarter now is Jalen Thibodeau on the ground for Daphne. Takes a 21-0 lead in the first half. The Warriors were able to respond. DJ Butler, we know the name, are on the left side this time for the touchdown. It was all Trojans in the second half, though, as Daphne gets the win on the road, 56-14 over Davidson.
Nice. Over to Ladd Stadium we go now. It's a 5A Region 1 battle between Vigor and Williamson. Wolves trying to stay undefeated on the season. Meanwhile, Vigor right now 6-0. 6-0 is the score when photojournalist Arnell Hamilton arrived. Watch this interception by Brandon Purifoy. Great concentration, bounces off a few players and ends up in his hands for the interception. A little while later, it is quarterback Jonathan Johnson on the pass, Keith Donald on the other end, and that is looks like it's going to be a touchdown. However, it is Purifoy back the other way, 95 yards. Wow. On the turnover. A huge change of momentum there. 12-0 Vigor at the time, and that will be your final score as Vigor wins it. Final score, 12-0.
And let's over to Bay Minette now, where Baldwin County welcoming 8th-ranked Theodore tonight. Tigers moving the ball well early as Preston Kuiper is going to hit Quinton Mims. Check this out, the younger brother of Ty Mims. A beautiful pass and catch for the score. It's 7-0 Baldwin County on top. Later, Bobcats looking to respond, and they would. Braxton Clark up the middle, and look out, 70 yards to the house to tie the game at 7-7. This one would go down to the wire in Baldwin County, and it's the Bobcats who are able to survive late in the game. Let's take a look at our final here. 27-24, Theodore gets the win.
Nice. Very much over to Overingtown, a non-region matchup between Citronelle and Alma Wright, and this was a good one all the way to the end. Both teams really off to a slow start early on. Both teams looking to bounce back after losing last week. Great play there as the Wildcats go up 7-0. Rivers Johnson on the carry. Next Bryant possession, Justice Carter on the carry. Tough running up the gut. Looks like a touchdown at first, but the officials say the ball comes out of his hands and it's a fumble, much to the chagrin of Hurricanes head coach Bart Sessions having a word with the ref. However, midway through the second, it is Liam Ray takes the handoff. There's no doubt about this one. That's in for the end zone, into the end zone for the touchdown. Game tied at 7. However, Citronelle would win this game in overtime. Final score, 19-13.
All right, we are just getting started here on fifth quarter. Plenty more highlights to come, Gerhard.
No doubt about it. We also have our Play of the Week nominees and so much more. Keep it right here on the fifth quarter.